Hi guys, so this is a video that I have been wanting to make for a long time. It's about the day I overdosed. I wanted to just tell you guys the story of it and stuff like that. 'Cause it changed my life forever. So, and it was an accidental overdose. It wasn't on purpose, but it was 2 years ago. So on March 12th, 2014, that was the day I overdosed. This is back when, sorry. This was when I was still a drug addict and I was always doing drugs. Yeah, so I was alone in my room that night, and okay, I mixed pills and alcohol, which I didn't know that you weren't supposed to do that, because I just wanted to get fucked up, you know. I was like, I'm upset, I want to get fucked up, and so, yeah, so I took 13 K-pins, and then I had, it's called Nerve Tonic. It's like an over-the-counter anxiety medicine. So I took 2 of those and 13 K-pins. I think that was all I took for pills. I wrote it down somewhere, but I don't know where that is, and I can't remember off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure that's what I took for pills. And then I drank, it was mostly vodka. It was like, I had a cup with a lot of vodka and a tiny bit of juice in it, but it was mostly just a cup of vodka. So I took all those pills and I drank that. And I don't remember a lot of that day because I was really fucked up. I remember that my mom was in Florida at the time because my grandma was, she was really sick and she was dying. She was in hospice and stuff. So my mom went to Florida to see her and be with her and stuff. So I was home with my dad. And I remember I went downstairs. This was after I took everything, and it was starting to kick in. And my mom was on the phone talking to my dad. And my dad knew something was wrong. He knew I took something because I was acting really weird. So he was like, "Oh, your mom wants to talk to you." So I went on the phone. And I was like, "Hi, Mom." I asked her if she could bring me back some stuff from Florida. I asked her for seashells. Oh, sorry, I have a piece of hair in my eye. Ow. I asked her for seashells and sand dollars and a t-shirt. Yeah, I think that was all we talked about. And then I gave the phone back to my dad, and I went upstairs. I remember my dad was like, "Are you okay? What's wrong with you?" And I was like, "No, I'm fine, nothing." And I just went upstairs. And my boyfriend, I constantly talk to my boyfriend. We text back and forth, constantly, basically. So I stopped replying to him, so he got worried. And he called my house and was like, my dad answered the phone, and my boyfriend was like, "Hey, where's Kayla? Is she okay? You have to check on her." So my dad, he went in my room, and I was passed out on the floor, and there was vomit everywhere. And he tried to wake me up, and I wouldn't wake up. I was like unresponsive. But after a few minutes, I woke up, and I don't remember this at all. But I remember my pillow. I remember seeing my pillow, and it was covered in puke. So I remember going downstairs, and I was laying on the couch, and my best friend came over, and my dad didn't like my best friend. She wasn't allowed at the house, but she came running in my house, and I looked at her, and I was like, dude, what are you doing here? You're not allowed here. And she just looked at me, and she was like, I'm making sure you're alive. And I was like, oh my God, like, oh. It was so scary. But yeah, that's all I really remember of that day. But when my mom came home from Florida, she brought me the seashells and the sand dollars and the t-shirt that I asked her for on the phone. And I looked at her and I was like, oh my God, I was going to ask you to get me this stuff. How did you know I wanted it? And she looked at me like I was crazy, and she was like, you did ask me for that. And I was like, oh my God, like, it's so scary. I don't know. But yeah, that was like how I got over my addiction, because like I almost died. It was really bad. After that, I went into like rehab or counseling. Yeah, I got drug counseling. That's what it was, not rehab. Yeah. Actually, I went into counseling because of something that happened. Like, it was like court ordered that I get drug counseling. I don't know, it was really, really weird. I'm not gonna get into that story though, but yeah. But I kept telling my parents, like, I need help, like, I'm not okay, like, I'm an addict, and they didn't believe me. But when I overdosed, they were like, oh my God, like, she's not okay. And I really wish my parents didn't see me like that, but I don't know. Well, I'm gonna go. Thank you guys for watching this. I'm gonna make more videos kind of like this. I really want to talk about like all my experiences with different drugs I've taken, like acid, my first trip. That was amazing. I want to make a video about that. Oh, like, what is that called? It's like, cough medicine, where you trip off of that. It's like DMX. Is that it? I think it's DMX. I want to make a video about my experience with that too. I am not a drug addict anymore. I am fully recovered from my addiction. Every once in a while, I do take, like, psychedelics and stuff. Like, not, like, oh, I should talk about this. I should talk about the types of drugs I was addicted to. I was addicted to opiates and benzos. So, yes. But now I only occasionally use drugs to expand my mind and how I see the world and how I think, things like that, you know, like recreational use, not like to feel better, you know what I mean? So it's completely different now. I'm fully recovered, I am okay, and yeah, so I'm gonna go now, guys. I love you. Goodbye.